Look, Galina, I'm glad that you communicated with me. The reason I'm making this video public is you deserve a public apology for me yelling the way I did, okay? I think what you need to understand is my thoughts and my feelings matter as much as yours do, and that you need to understand, and we'll talk about this more in private, of course. I don't want to give too much away publicly because this is just an apology, and I want you to understand that I'm apologizing for the way I spoke to you publicly, and that was wrong. Okay, that was very wrong of me. But what you need to understand is that my thoughts and my feelings matter just as much as yours and just as much as your father's if you're going to be in a relationship with me. If you're going to marry me like you want to marry me. Okay? I do love you. I love you very much. I know you're real. Okay? I just want to be able to trust you with my head as well as my heart. I trust you with my heart. I want to trust you with my head too, okay? And I think that the more you try to understand, like if you really love me as much as you say you love me, you'd understand what I'm saying, okay? And you wouldn't have a problem with understanding it as much as it seems that you do. And I'm not pushing you away by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not pushing you away. What I want to do is I want to solidify a solid relationship built on true trust, absolute trust. You can trust me. I haven't lied to you. I've given you the information that you need to prove that I am a real person, right? I'm a real, living, breathing person. I want the same. That's all I want, okay? And I just want you to understand, I do love you, I do care about you. I know you're a real girl. I know you're real. I know that these people are actually fucking with you. But what I want is I want you to prove to me that I can trust you as much as you can trust me. You can trust me. I'm sorry that I lost my temper. You have to understand though. You're telling me about how these trolls are messing with you and how they're bothering you and all this crap and how they're stressing out your dad and all this. Well, you know, I can only do so much. To a certain extent, you have to deal with it. I'm sorry that this is happening to you. It's not my fault. Your father probably blames me for everything because he doesn't understand anything and doesn't understand that these people can find people. And he probably blames me for everything because you reached out to me. But that's not the case. The case is that we love each other. And we love each other very much. And you need to understand that if we love each other, we have to start building a mutual trust with one another. A solid trust. A trust that we both can believe in with our hearts and with our heads. Not just with our hearts. You have my full trust with my heart. I just want to be able to trust you with my head. You have to understand, the reason I'm having trouble trusting you is it seems like you don't trust me. You don't trust me enough to know who you are. Well, if you don't trust me enough to know who you are, how can I fully trust you with my head? I can trust you with my heart. I love you. I want to be with you for eternity. That's the truth. That's the truth. But what I need to know is I need to know that you're who you are. I need to know that for myself. Not for the public, but for me. You know, everybody telling me you're fake, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake. Obviously, they're idiots because their example of the fact that you're fake is that I said I love you twice, and they are constantly harassing you and your father, so they know you're real. But what I need to know from you is that you're who you say you are, and the girl that I'm going to be greeting at the airport is you. And that's all I want to know. And I don't see why it's so outrageous. I don't see what's so crazy about that, okay? I don't see what's up with that. I mean, I love you, and I just want you to understand that my thoughts and my feelings and my reservations, they matter just as much as anybody else's in this relationship. They certainly should matter more than your father's if you're having a relationship with me. So I understand that you love your father. I understand that you respect your father, but you have to understand I'm not in a relationship with your father. You're not in a relationship with your father. We're in a relationship with one another. So if we're in a relationship with one another, we need to look out for one another and be able to trust one another. Your father, okay, you love your father, you respect your father, okay, but your father is not included in our relationship. You know, he wants to make fun of me for being a polygamist. What the hell's going on here? So, my point is that if you want me to trust you, you have to trust me and prove to me that you're who you say you are. I love you so much, Galina. I love you a lot.